Hi Divine Souls, welcome back to my channel, the place where we go deep in all things manifestation, soul alignment and healing. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Lina. I'm a spiritual mentor and I help women step into their most divine selves so that they can manifest the life that they want with ease. In this channel we go deep and I share with you all the tips, tricks, crunch details that have helped me in my manifestation journey manifest many things that I once thought impossible. And in today's video we're diving deep into the ultimate question that you're probably wondering when it comes to manifestation. Can manifestation backfire? I'm going to tell you all about it, tell you my own experience with manifestation and moments that maybe manifestation backfired and how you can actually avoid any backfire when it comes to manifesting your dream life. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before we jump into the question, can manifestation backfire? We need to settle some foundations. And the first one is to understand that the law of attraction is the law that we hear the most about, is the one that has become really mainstream. And we're now starting to hear about other laws like the law of compensation, the law of detachment, and all of those laws are coming into play. But what I want you to really integrate deeply is that the law of attraction is only one law in the laws of the universe, and it's only one law that it's at play that makes the reality that we are living in work the way it works. Yes, like attracts like, and it's really important to understand if manifestation can backfire. But to truly understand the concept of manifestation, we have to acknowledge that there's multiple other laws, and the one that I want to bring forward today is the law of compensation, the law of polarity, and the law of oneness. There's multiple other ones, but the examples I'm going to use today really move around those laws, and we're gonna build upon these ones so that you can truly understand how manifestation works and how to avoid manifestation to backfire and have undesirable results while you're using manifestation in your life. Now that we have settled these foundations, the second thing you must understand is that you're always manifesting. You don't start manifesting your life when you start applying the law of attraction or the law of compensation, or when you start to use the law of polarity and oneness, because manifestation is always at play. All of those laws are always working at all times, whether you're conscious of it or not. The biggest misconception that can turn around manifestation when it comes to manifesting your dream life is believing that manifestation is something woohoo or something out there that you have to learn to do, and that you need all of these techniques to be able to create the life of your dreams. The reality is that you're always manifesting and you already know how. The only reason you're not getting what you want and maybe experiencing things that you actually don't like is that you don't know that you've been manifesting, and so you've been putting your focus in places that don't serve you. So this is the first thing to understand when it comes to manifestation backfiring, if we can say that, is to truly acknowledge that you're always manifesting. Whether you are consciously using those laws to help you, or you are living life and those laws are running without your conscious awareness, because they are. Just like the law of gravity, it's always happening at all times. Here on earth, the cosmic laws of the universe are always working and at play in the reality that we're experiencing. That's why we're experiencing this reality, is because those laws are allowing this reality to exist. So now let's get into the juicy details if manifestation can backfire. In my opinion, manifestation cannot backfire. You may be perceiving that your manifestations have backfired on you, but it's not because of manifestation. Because again, like attracts like, manifestation is always at play. What you put out is what you get. The law of compensation and the law of oneness means that there's no separation. Everything is connected and everything is intertwined. Everything is working together. So if you're experiencing negative situations that you consider as backfire, then it's time we dive deeper into our own responsibility in our lives and in our creation. The first reason why you might be experiencing backfire, negative experiences when you start manifesting, is because in order to welcome the new, you must let go of the old. And so I've experienced this, my clients have experienced this, and people that start using manifestation most often did not experience it as well. And it is a cycle of death, a cycle of letting go, a cycle of dissolution. When you start experiencing the crumble down of your current reality, you often freak out and you often think that something is going wrong. But again, you cannot welcome the new if the old is taking all the space. As they say, energy cannot be destroyed or created, it can only be transformed. And so for you to attract higher vibration situations, higher vibration relationships, high frequency states of being, you must transmute everything that is not that in order to be able to experience these new level of consciousness. You must sacrifice what you've known in order to experience what you don't know yet. And that is scary. That can be scary, especially when the crumbling down is generalized all over your life. So you might experience getting fired from your job. You might experience a breakup. You might experience some friendships breakups. You might experience confusion and feeling lost and not knowing who you are anymore. But as much as that can feel as a backfire because you started using manifestation, it's just life doing its thing and remembering us that life is cyclical, it's not linear, and that is the law of rhythm as well. We will not only experience better and better and better, life is more like a wave, and as long as we ride the wave, we can go with the flow. It's when we start resisting the change, resisting the up and downs of life, is when we start experiencing overwhelm, confusion, doubt, and maybe experiences that are not really empowering. But when we understand that this is all part of life and part of manifestation, then we can move easily through those changes without creating resistance, without wanting to hold on into the things that are being transmuted. And to paint you a picture that you can maybe understand easily, I like to use metaphors so that you can fully integrate this. And what I love to say is that life and our bodies, which are life, are the perfect reflection of manifestation. Because again, our bodies, our minds are ruled by the law of attraction, the law of rhythm, the law of polarity, the law of compensation, and all of the other laws. And so they are working in rhythm with those laws because they are ruled by those laws. And there's an infinite intelligence that is already aware of those laws, which is our soul, our higher self. And our ego often is not, because it was not designed to understand life at a higher consciousness level. That is also why I often refer to the ego as the limited self. Not to say that it's less of, it's just that it has a limited perspective on reality, because your physical mind, the small you that is experiencing this life, that is not all of you, because you are more than just what you're experiencing right now, has limited information and was designed to be here right now in this physical reality. Your human physical mind was designed to help you navigate this lifetime and be in your experience. And to be in your experience, it means that it was designed to process what is happening in the moment right here. That is its job. But the infinite intelligence that is giving you life, that is helping you breathe, that is digesting the foods and giving all the nutrients to the parts of the bodies that needs it, that part of you already knows, is already aware, and it's already working in flow with those laws. So the example that I want to give you is the process of regeneration of your body. So if you don't know, your body is always striving towards its best expansion, meaning that at every second, everything your body is doing is regenerating your cells, getting rid of the old, creating new cells, so that you thrive and that you move in your best expansion, meaning health, that you are healthy and that you are living life and that you continue to live life. You can see that easily when you cut yourself. You don't have to know how, you don't have to find a way. Your body already knows how to repair and heal that wound so that it comes back to its best state of health. And for this whole process to be possible, there is polarity. There is receiving and giving. There is life and death. And when I say that we can see that in the body, the simplest way to understand it, for you to nourish your body, you're giving in nutrients, you're taking in nutrients, and for your body to be able to digest, assimilate those nutrients, it has to let go of the rest that is not needed. It has to take out of the body what is not needed. And that is why we go to the bathroom every day. And it's part of the process of nourishing your bodies. Your body knows how to break all the food, take everything that is needed, and then let go of what is not needed, what does not serve the process of thriving. We also have a lymphatic system, which is literally the sewer system of your body, which is absorbing all the nutrients, allowing the nutrients to move through your blood, and then all the toxins that are not needed, your lymphatic system drains it in your kidneys, through your skin, to let go of that waste. And I'm using that as an example because in order for you to regenerate and thrive to your biggest and best expansion in your external reality, there needs to be a regeneration process. And when your body is regenerating, it means that it is also detoxifying. For your body to be able to regenerate, it has to be able to detox. Without detoxification, there is no regeneration. That is why when you keep feeding your body toxins or nutrients that are not good for the body, then you start experiencing problems, dis-ease, because your body is no longer able to let go of the waste and has to deal with all those toxins. That means that your body is backfired, it's overloaded, and cannot function to the best of its abilities, to what it was designed for. And not only our bodies are our responsibility because we are the one choosing what we put in, we have to be also willing to acknowledge that our bodies already know how to detox. It already knows how to let go of what's not needed. But if we keep holding back and keep holding on to the things that are not serving us, then your body might be having more difficulty doing its job. And that is the same thing for life. If you keep feeding yourself with people, situations, and circumstances that are creating toxicity in your life, and you keep adding more of that and more of that and more of that, then there's no real rest to create space for regeneration, for something new to come in your experience. And that's why when we choose to change our experience, it means that we have to detox all the things, all the thoughts, all the energies, all the emotions, all the ways of beings, all the behaviors that are not serving our regeneration, that are actually toxicity in our system, in our mind, in our bodies, in our emotions. We have to be willing to realize that manifesting our best life means letting go of the waste. And the process of detoxification can be experienced as something bad, because for your body to be able to let go of that, it's not always fun. Like, I don't know about you, but when I look in the toilet, what's there doesn't seem so enjoyable. I don't experience it as something enjoyable when I see what it is, because it's waste. It has to go away. It's not supposed to stay in your body, to stay in your reality. It has to go away. And it's the same thing when we are unaware and in an unconscious state of being and always choosing toxicity, because maybe that's what we learn to do and we don't know any better, and that's okay. That is a whole topic on its own because we've been conditioned to live in a certain way through the experience that we had in childhood, through the authorities we had in our lives, and so we learn through modeling, and maybe that's the only thing we know because that was our upbringing, our conditioning. Again, that is a whole video on its own. But when you wake up to the fact that that's not who you truly are, and that's not what you want for your life, and that is not the way that you want to live your life, then you also have to wake up to the unconsciousness, the unconscious toxicity that was there all this time that you were not seeing as something not serving you. And to thrive and to manifest your best life, you must be willing to detox. You must be willing to experience what is not so pleasant so that you can create space for what is better and what is new. And I've done many detoxes, juice detoxes, and what comes out of my body I didn't know was in my body, and I'm so grateful it's no longer in my body. But it took devotion, commitment, and doing something that is not comfortable, like drinking juice for multiple days. But because I did that and I gave my body what it needed, it did its thing. It had the rest, the pause, the energy, the space to do what it knows, to let go of the waste and regenerate. When it comes to our lives, we must be willing to stop running and stop holding on to the things that don't serve us, and to be willing to let it go even though it's uncomfortable, because at the end of the day we know that doing that will create space for something new, something better. So that is the first symptom that can seem as backfire when you start using manifestation to create the life of your dreams. It will feel like backfire because you will be called to release the waste. And as you release the waste, you become aware of the waste, and it's not always fun. And as much as it's uncomfortable, it is really, 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 really rewarding, because at the end of the day, even if you experience breakups, even if you let go of some friendships, even though you were fired from a job that clearly was not serving you, but you experienced as a rejection or something negative. All of those things happening when you start using manifestation and creating your life consciously are just signs that you're moving in the right direction. It gets worse before it gets better, and it's the same thing for detox. When you detox your body, it gets worse before it gets better. But it's not because things seems to go wrong that something is going wrong. Actually, everything is going right. Everything is going right because all of those laws are at play, doing their thing and moving you in the direction of your dreams. It's just that now you are aware of the level of toxicity that you were holding on to. And that's what it hurts, but not the process of detoxification, because the process of detoxification is a process of regeneration, meaning that you're welcoming more in, you're creating more abundance, more love, more joy, more magic. And that is everything that you desire, right? Now, the second thing, the final thing that might seem like a backfire in manifestation is maybe a hard pill to swallow, but a really important one. And the reason that you might be experiencing backfire in manifestation is because you've been acting out of integrity, and that you might have used the law of attraction in a way that is not for your highest good or in alignment with your soul. Not all people are ready to hear this, but I'm gonna say it anyways, because that is why it's explaining why you think that manifestation is backfiring on you. Manifestation is not backfiring, because manifestation is a process of life and it's always happening. And so it's not creating anything new. It's just reflecting what's always been there and what you've been creating, but it's not creating anything new. You can manifest anything with any type of energy, because manifestation is always happening, and the truth is that we live in a world of contrast, polarity, black and white, good and bad, and so on. That means that manifestation can work in both polarities, because both polarities are always at play in this realm. But that's why I was saying that the law of attraction comes and is working intertwined with the law of compensation. You can manifest anything that you want, whether you do it in alignment with your soul or in disalignment with your soul, meaning in alignment with your ego. No matter the route that you choose, you can manifest what you want. The problem, and the thing that you must be really aware of, is that you cannot fool the universe. The universe is omnipresent. The universe is always here, always listening, always present. And because the universe is always present, always listening, always here, it knows. And it is truly aware when you're not acting in a way that is for your highest good. And since life, just like your body, is always moving you in the direction of your best reality and always rooting for your biggest expansion, it will let you know when you're not acting in integrity with your truth and with your soul. When you're manifesting with the energy of fear, scarcity, control, power, need of power, all of those energies that might be validating for the ego, the truth is that they will not create the real fulfillment that you're looking for. And so you will experience what you give. You will get what you give. And so you will experience what you're creating. And that might be why you're experiencing a backfire. You're not attracting abundance by using scarcity. You can attract money in the state of scarcity. You can attract money by being greedy and needy. You can do all of those things, and a lot of people are doing that and are having a lot of money with the energy of greed and neediness and wanting more and more and more and never satisfied. But the real question to ask yourself is it fulfilling? Is it fulfilling? Is it really truly in alignment? You can have all the material things in the world, but as long as you are acting in disalignment with your truth, you will always feel a gap. The gap will never be filled because the gap doesn't exist outside of you, it exists inside of you. You can try to fill it with all those material things, external things. It will never fit because it never existed in your external reality, it existed within. And so that gap will always be reflected in your external reality, no matter how many things you manifest. Because you get what you give. And you've probably heard that the many superstars, the many rich people that are unhappy, that feel lonely, and that always looking for more but never get satisfied is a true thing that is happening. It's not a legend. It's happening all the time because people get confused with manifestation and they think that if you get that shiny thing that is there and always looking for that shiny thing, you will feel better about yourself. But that's only the ego talking. The ego always believes that it's separate, that it lives in separation. Again, the universe loves you so much. The universe wants so much for you that it will always show you the way to your dreams. And the fastest way to show you the way to your dreams is to show you where you're not choosing your dreams, where you're not choosing yourself, where you're not choosing your truth, where you're not acting in integrity. And that's why I say that maybe manifestation is backfiring in your life only because the moment you started using manifestation was not with the intention that was serving your highest good and not for your highest good and the highest good of all. Because again, the love oneness, everyone and everything is connected. And so when you try to manifest for your own personal gain, and despite someone's energy, despite someone's money, despite someone's anything, and you try to use them in your advantage, and you try to use something else or a situation for your advantage, you are creating this ease and not taking consideration of the love oneness, meaning what you do to other people will get back at you. Because again, everything is connected. And as much as it can be a hard pill to swallow, to realize or acknowledge that maybe you were not acting in alignment with your highest good, with your soul, and that maybe you were creating negative consequences in your reality because of the way you were acting or from your lack of integrity. But if it's happening now, it's not a punishment, it's just what you've created. When you truly understand that karma is not something that is punishing you, but only a law that is reflecting what you are putting out and you're receiving it back because of love oneness, then you start seeing your karma as the guide and the teacher towards your biggest expansion. Because you can have karma in this life, you can have karma from past life, no matter when or where the karma has been created. When you acknowledge that there's something going on that might be related from the ways you acted, the things you did or did not, then you can take responsibility. And when you take responsibility, you step in your divine powers, your divine potential, because you start working as one with all of those laws. And so that means that you're no longer creating resistance, but instead you're moving in flow. And when you are living your life being supported with those laws instead of working against them, life becomes so magical. So magical. That's why I knew this video was so important, because many people start experiencing negative situation or experiences when they start using those laws, and they get afraid and go back to where they were. But the truth is that you going back there won't help that to go away. What you keep running away from keeps running you, because it's an unconscious state of beingness. You are not aware of it, and so it keeps running without your conscious awareness. But it's not because you don't look at it or not conscious of it that it's not happening. When you face it, when you look at yourself with radical honesty, is when you start seeing you, is when you start acknowledging your power, and you remember who you are, which is the expression of the universe in human form. And so there's no way out of these laws. You cannot fool the universe. You can continue to fool yourself and others, but the universe cannot be fooled, because everything is working as one. We're all experiencing this together, and everything is working with those laws, under these laws. And that is a really humbling process. Really humbling process, but really empowering one as well. So to wrap this up, manifestation is not backfiring. Manifestation cannot backfire, because manifestation is always happening. You might be experiencing what you consider a backfire, a negative experience from using manifestation. One, because you are letting go and shedding the old, which is uncomfortable, or you are being served your own medicine and you are being reflected where you're not in your power, where you're acting out of integrity, and so it stings and it hurts, but it's initiation to your power, to your divine potential. And in my opinion, the faster you take responsibility, the faster and the bigger your quantum leap, your expansion. Because again, what you keep running away from keeps running you. And so if you don't deal with this right now, you will have to deal with it later with more impact, with more weight, because the consequences will grow and grow and grow with your actions and your unconsciousness. As simple. A truth, hard fact, but a simple way of being. When you realize that you're the only being responsible for your dreams, you not only wake up to your own illusions, but you also wake up to your own potential, which is magical. Magical. That is it for this video. I truly hope this was insightful and that it helped you see and understand better why you might be experiencing uncomfortable experiences in your manifestation journey. But again, don't worry, stay happy, all is going well, all is going in the right direction. Just let go of resistance, let go of control, trust. And if you keep choosing magic, magic will come. There's no other way around it. There's no other way around it. I'm excited. I'm happy we had this conversation, and I am happy that this is now in your awareness so that you can create the life of your dreams with ease and with full conviction, because that is your potential. That is who you are. You are a divine being having a human experience, and when you acknowledge that, then you become unstoppable, because you start moving in integrity with that truth, with the only truth. And so your reality will reflect just that. Just that. As usual, if you have any questions, you want me to talk about a certain topic, leave it in the comments below. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload new tips and tricks to manifest your best life. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful for your support, for this community, and I can't wait to see all the magic that is yet to come from here and now, and that awaits all of us. Before I go, remember, every day is an opportunity to create magic. Bye!